Shalom, everyone. I hope that you're doing fabulous. Thanks for joining for a reading. I'm bored. I'm really lonely. I'm extremely lonely. And you guys help me a lot to be able to get on here and at least talk. Anyway, so if you are new and you found this channel for the first time, welcome. My channel is very intense. I'm just myself. I don't hold back. I feel energy. It can be very disturbing energy sometimes, so just don't take offense at it. It's just the way that the spirit flows through me, and it's always for uprightness and stuff like that. So anyway, but my name is Shannon, and I'm glad to have you here. Those of you who are returning, welcome back. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, and all of that. And I send you love and light if you're down and out. I think I'm going to split this deck just for something different to do. And allow Jehovah to bring out 3 cards. And whichever card you pick, we're going to go over the card and the most important thing that you need to know about any given thing that you need to know about. And there's nothing too difficult for Jehovah Elohim, as we know. He's absolutely magnificent. He likes to tell us the things before they happen and all that kind of stuff. So let's just do this for this reading. Thank you, sweet Jehovah. I love your presence. I thank you so much. We have the Hermit that showed itself earlier and just showed itself again. Jehovah, just come on in here and prophesy for any given person who needs to know something. My cards are just going all over the place. Oh my gosh. And there's the Hierophant. It showed itself today as well. Jehovah, rebuke and bind and block every foul, demonic, wicked, dark, nasty, dirty energy in any way, shape, or form. Witchcraft, warlock, black magic, anything that would try to come in this realm to harm anyone in any way, shape, or form, we just rebuke you. Jehovah rebuke you. At his blast of his nostrils, be blasted down to the lower parts of the earth. Jehovah, give me 3 cards, please, for 3 different people that you know are watching that need information for any given thing. And we just thank you for it. And we just acknowledge you in it. Okay. Overall energy is third parties for some, or soulmates here in the connection. There's also babies here being hatched, or if you don't want a baby and you're releasing eggs at this time as a feminine, you could be getting pregnant. Okay, so just offset of what's at the bottom of the deck. That could be really vital information, especially if you don't want a baby, because it costs money. All right, so 1, 2, or 3. I'll give you a second. So you pick number 1. It is the letter Nun. If you are new, I also use the Hebrew living language. It's the Temperance card. There is a reconciliation. The most important thing that you need to know is that some of you all are dealing with forgiveness situations, and there's a forgiveness here. There's a return. There's 2 cups right out of heaven. There's a river of water here. This is a salvation card in the Hebrew. There are angels around a connection as well, because the angel is here. There's eternity situations. This is also the sperm. Again, children. So if you don't want a baby, it's something about a husband is here. There's protection around something as well. This is heirs to kingdoms with the letter Nun. This is a yes card. If you had a question, this is the most important thing that you need to know. You either are needing to be patient at this time, and or somebody is patient within the connection of something. Something's very tempered here. If it's in the upright, there's truth here with this card. There's travel here is the most important thing that you need to know. And there could be an enemy around for some of you all. That won't be for everybody. But there's legal matters here with this card. The 9th house, go back to that. There's a teacher here. There's wisdom here. something about this angel is by the river because it represents a river, and yet it's snowy and there's mountains. Somebody could live in the mountains, just live in the mountains. It's got the feel of like the transition of coming out of winter into the spring type of an energy, because there's a spring of water here. So something around that time might be, this is about inevitable timing and fate with the 9th house. And so to be patient and to stay balanced and to stay in truth. There is a reconciliation here for somebody, and the angels are here to help, and that's important for you. And there's abundance here. This is also feeling really stretched out within something. And but this is a luck kind of energy. So if you pick number 1, that's the energy here. So anybody who picked number 2, the most important thing that you need to know, this is also can represent an angel card as well. It's the star card. It is the letter P. It's the pay. It's the mouth. It's blowing. It's saying. It is something also guided as well. There's also this would be the water bearer energy. We also have water here as well. We have somebody with really long blonde hair. It represents an angel. There could be an angel around some of you all. And that's positive because we have angels out here. It could be positive and negative as well. The first set of people, if somebody's not in balance, then there's something off kilter here. If this is not in balance and it's in the negative, then somebody's dealing with the fallen entity and there's bitterness. I could read it that way as well. Only you know your thing. But the star card represents a healing as well. Something being guided. Hope is here for some of you all. You could be dealing with somebody in stardom. Something about, there's icicle. It's water, but it looks like icicles coming off of this person's hands here. Whatever that means. Some type of hope, though, around something that could have been really cold at one time. This could be very detached energy. Somebody does know something about water is here. It's coming out in both of these. But the most important thing that you need to know is that there is healing here, and there's something guided, and there's a refreshing drink here. You could be around somebody connected to flowers. There's flowers in this pool of water. There's somebody with wavy hair. Long, thick, wavy hair is here. Doesn't have to be blonde, but it is being portrayed. Somebody could be very refreshing around somebody who is giving thanks to the heavens here as well. They got their hands up. Okay. Now, if this is in the negative and somebody's in stardom and they're detached, then they pray to, you know, some type of idol worship type stuff would be here. If they, you know, pray to the Queen of Heaven, which would be the moon. We don't worship the luminaries, but some people do. Somebody could be like literally into astrology itself. It's just coming out here. But this is a healing card. And for some of you all, somebody knows that they need to speak about something. Somebody's also very sexual, and you could be dealing with somebody who's got really large breasts, okay? And they are like, I don't know why, it just hits me this way, people. It's come out a couple times today in a couple different cards. But if somebody is a porn star, then they are. And somebody it needs healing, or maybe is getting healing from that kind of stuff, and going to go and sin no more, and that's positive. That's a salvation then energy. But it's just here with this card for me as a reader. It just hits me that way. But this is a healing card. It's something that's very much guided. Okay? There are messages There's a new lover here for the group of you who picked the third position. There's a letter. You could be dealing with somebody who is a fire sign. This is actually a people card. This is teenagers. It could be having some type of message about teenagers or little children. If you're dealing with court matters, that there is going to be some type of a favorable testimony. It's the Page of Wands. It's portraying a feminine here. Didn't have to be, but it is portraying a feminine energy here. There's a legal document showing up here, but something that's going to be said could be emotional. There's flowers around this whale, okay? But something's going to be if this is not mischievous energy. For some of you all, there could be something mischievous around you. Only you will know. I mean, obviously you need to be exercising your intuition, as we all do. It is just a page, so it is something fresh and new and starting something. It is a message. But there is some type of a message coming that is watery within this fire. It's something steamy as well, because it can represent a lover type of thing. And if you're in the upright and all that kind of stuff, that's beautiful. Congratulations. There's kind of like a jumping in type of energy. There could be somebody around you that makes you just feel really fresh, but you still need to be patient, because it is a page, because this is like a hasty type of a card. Somebody could just, or they're just a fire sign. There's also mountains here as well in the background. You could live in the mountains. Also really long wavy hair here. It's blondish type of color. Doesn't have to be. It could just be long hair. But it is just showing it in the picture, so I just bring it out. For somebody that will be prevalent. Somebody's got a high perspective of how they see things. And what I'm hearing the Spirit say about this person, somebody's younger, or if they're not younger, they're fresh. They're fresh in how they're inspiring, but they got a real high perception. Even whenever they enter into something new, I'm saying that because there's birds up here all around this person. The person's got their hand up here as if they're looking at something, and they're spiritual. And there's a spring, there's a well spring here, okay? There's water coming out of a well, and that goes back to our belly area, living water. This is a favorable testimony card. There's healing in all three of these positions. That's positive energy coming out. This person's holding flowers, and then there's flowers over the whale, and then there's a letter here. And so whatever is being said here with this person for you, there's life here, and there's growth here, and there's beauty here. Even if there's a mountain and there's been some type of a enemy around your situation with this message, this is positive. This is a positive card. I'm also seeing I'm not sure exactly. It kind of looks like one of those masks that everybody's been wearing, but it's off. And it's got strings attached to it. I'm not sure if you guys can see this very well. It's right here. And there's strings. But it's like something's watery about that. Obviously, some people have died over this stuff. But it's as if there's a message that it can be taken off or something like that. Has been going around people's mouth area. And I just did a reading earlier, and it said something about the teeth continue. But we've been hiding the face area. And so if that spiritually is, because this is about speaking, showing your mouth, and something's favorable about that. and yet it's still surrounded by watery things because some people have died, and there have been inheritances around situations, then I could read this card this way because it's hit me that way, so I will. But there's some type of high perspective here, and somebody's got a lot of people who can see that way around them. And this person has learned how to, those people who are not young, but they're young at heart is what I'm hearing, stay that way, and they're fresh that way, and they bring flowers. Somebody's got flowers coming to them. I'm getting a lot off this one little card for you all who picked this position here. And something's very positive about it. And somebody is reached the top of the mountain within something that they've went through, and they've felt refreshed. And that's the most important thing that you need to know for number 3. Where am I at on this time? Let me take words real quick. So if you are new, I like to pick from my... So if you pick number 1, you have a message here about locusts and grasshoppers. We also have, it's time to get fit, and somebody has your inheritance. Now, the letter noon goes back to representing, it means, one of the meanings is an inheritance. Somebody's got your inheritance. Somebody's went through some type of a filthy thing within a situation, because this can go back to legal matters, and so because locusts are filthy. And some people have been dealing with giant issues. The grasshoppers can also be traced back. This is a prophet energy, and so if you can go back and read the scripture, and somebody's went in and spied out a land for something that's been very emotional, and people have had to have patience within something, and they came back and they gave a report to leadership. There were giants in the land, and a couple people came back, no, we can take them, we can take them, we can take them. Those two people, Joshua and Caleb, received an inheritance with that in that story. And so, again, they would go, that story would trace you back to mountains as an inheritance as well. They were there. And so Jehovah was already bringing that out. So something that's gotten really filthy and dirty where inheritances are, Jehovah says they're going to return it to you because there's been death issues here. So, and now you're going to be able to get fit or to fix the situation and stuff like that. So those are your messages. Maybe you're getting married. There's a husband energy here. So there you go. For the star card, something about the belly. Well, your belly needs to be, the belly is showing here as well. The womb is here. Somebody knows something about that or will know about it or heal from something like that. It also has, I don't know why I put it on this card, but I did. The pistachios are here. That's a nut. And so if maybe you like to eat pistachios or something like that. But anyway, we have the belly showing and the womb here, or something about nuts. Maybe somebody's been nuts. I'm not sure. There's a relationship here and somebody just been nuts over somebody. Then you'd be having a baby, I guess so. There's success at enterprise, and this is somebody who's in the spotlight type of energy. So that's positive. There's some type of speaking. If you're going to be in the spotlight or something like that, or something about your kid or a baby, or there's something successful here, so that's positive. And this message here has a gift coming. Okay, the person's got flowers in their hands. So there's some type of gift. The word is HB, a hub. And so if this is a new relationship, then it's exciting. Then there's some type of a gift here with this card. There's also something about manslaughter for some of you all, for testimony's sake, for the court of law. Okay, so that is here. Okay, there will be some type of a gift given for your troubles if you've went through something like that. There's a village here, a message about, or somebody connected to a village or a community that has been outside your city walls for some type of a protection's sake. Okay, again, we got legal stuff coming out here, and so somebody's husband has gotten murdered or something like that, and somebody killed somebody, and there's something legal going on. Then it's here. Okay. We also have a young lion here, so they could have been a Leo. It is a fire. Aries of Sagittarius here. Something about in a basket. So whatever that means for you, in a basket is here. So if you have any baskets or, you know, something hidden somewhere, you may find something and get a message about something about in a basket. People, that's what came out for this reading. So if it resonated, great. If it didn't, then it wasn't your reading, but it was something different for me. And I'll be back soon to do another one. Shalom.